Life is a relationship. You have to show your reverence. Only then it responds to you. You know, because when you are in suffering, you chose a certain of your story. That's why you are in suffering. But otherwise, when you have a suffering, and if you take it as a movement of life, then that very movement knows what to do with you, and it shows you. But for that, you have to have trust, and that trust can be built by intelligently looking how you were a sperm and an egg, and how you become a whole being, and how you are every day growing, and movement is growing on, and you think you are doing something. So that's why Buddha insisted on looking at your breath. It is going on by itself. By looking at breath, you realize you are not a doer. And in that, this movement, if you can just look, Shiva says very beautiful thing in one technique about Shakti, that he is telling techniques of how to watch the gap of your breath and how to do this, how to do that. But at one point he says that, because these are the more technical kind of minds, and he says that look at the gap of your breath or your breath with deep devotion. You're not looking for when I will grow, but that very movement of breath is the movement of Shakti. And if you address it, you'll be surprised. Different wisdom will start to function through you. And it may freak you out, because your everyday event, micro events, you will see there are messages. This has been happening to me so much that now I am relaxed with it. Otherwise, it's too freaky. Like I'm thinking of somebody or thinking something in my head, and suddenly I spill my chai. And it always happens only on those times when I am into a wrong track of thinking, where I am spilling my energy. But this is how it is. It is instantaneous. It doesn't say, okay, we will wait, I'll give you answer after 1 week. It doesn't exist in time. The moment you give out a frequency, it's already telling you that you are going off the track. When we have an accident, we realize, oh, I lost my way. But when you decided to do something else, in that moment, if you look around, there is always signals. Some shift in your energy, some shift in the direction, which shows you that you are losing that tune of life, that music of life. You're taking in the notes which are off key. Kabir says something very beautiful that about his enlightenment, and afterward he said, "Jyon ki tyon dhar dini chadariya." That he said that I got this beautiful knit blanket, and I left it as it is. I didn't interfere with it. And we are constantly interfering with everything. We don't honor the wisdom of life, that it has given you this with all its potentials and energies. We have so many rejections and doubts and everything about it. Why can't you just, when you are in suffering, you say, this is how I need to be, and relax with the suffering. And you will find Shiva is there, and it's part of the flow. And that is ups and downs. So, there is only one commitment, is commitment to this moment, to this energy. Not commitment to any concepts, not commitment to any future fears or greeds. Because please remember this, that when you are suffering in your thoughts, don't think it is because of wrong situation or your thoughts. It is your commitment. It's your choice to believe that thoughts. It's your choice to commit to those thoughts that's what making you suffer. And if you can change your commitment to those, you will feel that it's like a ray of the sun is limited. Sun will come and it will disappear, or ray will last for so much time and will gone. But sun is consistent. So the consistent source of energy within you, which is your body, your mind, your energy, committing to that. That means committing also means, it's just not a mental note that committing. Willingness to listen to it. That's why in India the highest form of spirituality is Shravan, listening. I was listening to Dattatreya Maharaj. He was talking about bhakti. Deepest form of bhakti is sitting down and listen to life around. Because God is speaking and you're just sitting and listening. So you're offering your consciousness. When you're listening, you're offering your awareness to life. In that listening, other person or even life goes through a transformation. Because once you listen to somebody clearly, means that Shakti came in front of Shiva, means that suffering in you also came in front of your Shiva. That very confrontation mutates the Shakti into new form. Why certain sufferings keep on repeating through you? Because you're not committed to the Shakti. So you are never looking at your sufferings. You are not giving them your presence and just be with your suffering. And once it runs through in front of you, it changes the form. And why it is not changing the form? Because you are not looking at a certain form. So healing is just listening to all that crowd which is going on. You don't see any, just listen. And I tell you, it's one of the most deeply relaxing. It's so relaxing that you might freak out. That suddenly you will be losing control. Because you can just not fight with your mind and just listen. It is saying so many stories. Just be with it.
Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhaja